Hi guys, this is Lachette from Scarlet Moon Creations, and this is my August Witchy review video where I go over my bullet journal and divination journal and the filled-in spreads that I created in my Plan With Me's for the August dark moon lunar cycle. So, let's go right in. This is later than I wanted, I think. I don't even know. Like, I'll be honest. The new moon starting so early in the month throws me off sometimes. Let's make sure I'm centered. Okay. So yeah. As I said when I did the Plan With Me, I made a mistake with setting out some of my pages, and I didn't want to have a whole blank space, which honestly turned out to be a good idea. You'll see later. So I started my cover page for the month here under the last daily I did for last month. So yeah, nothing has changed there. It's my content calendar. I honestly was very much able to keep up with most of these, so I'm very proud of myself for that. It killed me a little bit inside, but outside I'm still here and alive and kicking, right? So yeah, nothing much changed there. My monthly log and projects page, I added readathons onto here that I don't think were there when I put them in the BTS in the soup. No. Otherwise, not much changed. My project. So I've officially given up on the whole move my TV and radio onto that shelf behind me. If you've been watching my vlogs, you know that this has been a thing. Sorry. For a couple of months, and it's not gonna happen. For whatever reasons, that shelf will now no longer stay on the wall. We can't even find any studs to screw it into, so yeah, at best I'll move my TV and radio to the other side of my dresser. That's it. So that whole huge project not happening, hence why I crossed it out. Didn't apply for jobs. That wasn't even a thought on my mind anymore. I did add my listings to Facebook and Instagram. The Instagram shop is up and running. I tag my photos with the links to the listings now, so that's awesome. Facebook, for some weird reason, even though they're connected and the whole setup is via Facebook, not working. I don't know. It might be because my Facebook page has not been changed or optimized for a shop for whatever strange reason, even though has a shop now button. It just takes people to my Etsy shop, which is fine, whatever. But yeah. So there is some tweaking I want to do. I kind of did this haphazard, but yeah. Organize Flickr photos. This is an ongoing project. I did a lot though. I did not update SMC spreadsheets. I think I was hoping towards the end of the month that I would do, but I did not do so. One Book July finished. I did clean. When I put something like that, clean, declutter, stuff like that, like I have a specific idea of why I'm doing that and what it's going to look like, and yeah, that occurred. Tome Topple I participated in, and Series Crackdown. As of the filming of this in early September, Series Crackdown is over, but you'll hear about it in my next review video anyway. So, field and sky notes. So more sky notes than field notes. There's a flower that has been blooming that I want to add. I might add some stuff later. Release and manifest. I didn't do anything for the new moon. For the full moon, we did a coven work, so I didn't put that here yet. Waiting to film this because that is oak-bound private stuff. Books read. So, oh, I didn't finish these three. I thought I forgot. These are the books I read, and this is music I listened to. I didn't honestly, to be completely and totally honest, I did not listen to a lot of music at all. At least not voluntarily. This was towards the end of some issues with one of my neighbors and all of the people he was inviting over to basically party in front of our apartment every day for 2 months. But yeah, I wasn't sleeping well and I didn't really listen to much of anything. So, but Red Velvet, Irene Solgi's Naughty came out and I freaking loved that. And then towards the end of this period, Not Shy by Itzy came out and I'm still obsessed with that too. So yeah, this is before the BTS Dynamite comeback because this lunar cycle ended on the 19th. So yeah, books read. So the end of Reading Rush, the 5 book, the end of Reading Rush, Reading Rush was the beginning of this cycle. So the 5 books I read during Reading Rush, and then series Crackdown. I finished a series, started a new series, started back on Attack on Titan, got the latest book in my favorite series, read a bunch of Cosmere short stories, and a historical romance for a historical romance readathon, but I didn't like that book. My memories page, I like the way it came out, though for those not in front of it, it might look like a lot. But, so I talked about the Reading Rush. My family, like my immediate family, we decided to invest together, meaning we all start and we pick stuff and we talk about it and update each other, and so that's been going really well. The foraging, I showed that in a vlog, but foraging the food way, that was great and I learned a lot and I'm still learning a lot and I want to forage more. Coughing. I've been coughing for about a month I got complete total negatives on my coronavirus test, so trying to figure out what the coughing was. I recently figured that out, so yay. Jane Austen July, I participated in by reading Emma, which I also read for Reading Rush. I got a new mattress, or new to me mattress. Lunasa happened, the first Wiccan harvest on the Wheel of the Year. The full moon, and charging my crystals and decks. I did that. I pulled them all out and put them in the windowsill, and yeah. Noise complaints. I just mentioned the whole issue with my neighbors, and we had reached a point where I realized they really just didn't give a shit, so I just started sending noise complaints as soon as they started because I knew it wouldn't stop otherwise. That's like last resort for me. So, and I was doing it often, as were my other people in here. Tome Topple, reading books over 500 pages. I read 2, so feeling good, and series Crackdown, which I mentioned. My review, my numbers, I didn't pick a area to focus on, and that's okay. I just covered up my partial profit tracker stuff. Yeah, most important to me right now, promoting my businesses to make money, the fall restock, and preparing for quarter four. Projects completed this month. I talked about those already when I was looking at the projects page. So, my lavender number 59 Stabilo was running out of ink, so I just went with the cream peach E26, which doesn't show up well on camera, unfortunately. So, what worked well this month? Continuing to push forward and start and or finish my projects, even if I get behind, going at my own flow while being open to new ideas. To multiply these results, I want to apply this to other areas of life, like jobs and dating, etc. Did this month get me any closer to my annual objectives? Yes, I would say so. What obstacles am I facing? Time is what I put. It's difficult because, like, okay, I want to obviously accomplish my annual objectives, and before the year ends, before the objectives I want to accomplish this year in 2020, and I want to accomplish them in 2020, but I'm behind on them, on several, particularly the ones I feel like I should have finished earlier in this year. And these are not things that are dependent on other people, it's just me. So it's not like I can say, oh, stuff didn't go out because the post office is not working properly, or coronavirus has affected blah blah blah. Like, I don't know. It's just me not doing everything I need to do to accomplish those objectives, I guess. So I'm behind on those, and so catching up will be hard. And I guess I've tried to overcome the difficulties by just being at ease with finding my own pace. Like I said, going with the flow, giving myself less to accomplish as well. Like, I feel like my annual objectives, there are less of them this year than there have been in previous years. And, like, the projects for this month, the project work is shorter than usual. And, like, 4 of these things are reading, which is leisure activity. And then, I've also tried just not caring. Like, oh, it doesn't matter if it doesn't get done by a certain time. Just doing it is the way. Next, to try to keep me going and to get my annual objectives accomplished, since what I have tried has not always worked, just keep doing more of the same, even though it doesn't always work. It does work sometimes, and try to apply more discipline and be more dedicated. So now, weeklies. These honestly dwindle as we go. Some daily pages. This is where I realized, hey, Lachette, you didn't need to put the gesso and make your life super difficult when you were doing your plan with me setup for the monthly pages. This is just the gelatos and water and a paintbrush directly onto the page. There's a little bit of buckling, but not much. And that was so much easier. So yeah, making notes This is for the day I went out foraging to harvest the foodway. Plants that I knew were there, ones that I actually got. And then I watched a video for the guy kind of in charge who runs the foodway. And he gave a list of tools for those interested in coming to harvest or forage there. And so I wrote those down so I can bring them with me. What I really liked was having the Ziploc baggies and the Tupperware, because that meant what I harvested lasted a whole lot longer than it would have otherwise. I've still got flowers in my fridge in those plastic baggies in that Tupperware, like they were not cut from a living plant over a month ago. FYI. Another weekly, more used. Made a mistake here. I realized it just after I wrote it. No more dailies, more notes. This is about when I started not feeling well. I think I had pushed myself too hard when foraging that day. And this is also when I started filing noise complaints. That's weekend. I cleaned on this day. Other plants I want to forage because they put out another video, and there was stuff there that I wasn't sure about what it was, and so I watched another video, and I do want to forage these as well, particularly St. John's wort and yarrow. Another daily, my parents have been buying us like sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches, so I put the sticker from that on here. This was the full moon, so that was when I put the decks and the crystals out. Mailed out an Etsy order. Another weekly. My mid-year stats. So I did a video about my mid-year reading stats, and this helped me put the information together so I knew what I was talking about. Especially since I did it after the mid-year. Another daily, another sticker. This was from plums that my dad's got. This was also the weekend. So this is the second time I did this. I'm really lazy about using my bullet journal on weekends, and so I decided to just make like a weekend daily, if you will. So I did it again here, though I didn't write notes or anything. But this was the weekend for the historical romance readathon, and I read that historical romance book. Another weekly. And another weekly I didn't use at all. So the thing is, I did these weeklies, but one, I wasn't posting the social media posts because I was fighting with Instagram this whole time. My posts weren't going up. Just so many issues. So many issues. And then BTS was coming back, so they started ramping up, whatever. I put this together and then didn't fill it in, quite obviously. And that's that. Now, I shall show you my divination journal here. So, once again, making sure we are centered. I've got Forest House Roots for As Above from Black Moon Astrology, and like, I guess a sense of safety and family, roots, it says roots, but like foundation, and it said something about birth, and one of my friends actually gave birth during this time, this lunar cycle. I also barely left the house because I was worried I had the coronavirus. So, it was very much a home time with the cleaning as well. Next, as above from the Line Strider Tarot, the Sun card, a happy card. I wasn't unhappy during this time, but I didn't feel like my initial impressions and what I thought this would be did not come to fruition. I might have let a lot of opportunities slide. I'm not sure. You don't know what you missed out on. You don't know what you don't know. Again, I was attempting to write with this and it didn't work out, so I switched to the black. So, I mean, I kept a positive mindset. I wasn't, like, depressed or anything, which is good because in the past, a lot of the situations I'm going through now would have made me anxious and depressed. So there's that. It's a sign of continued improved mental health on my own part. I felt kind of like I got too close to the sun, if I'm being honest. Like, just everything was too much. I felt a little overexposed and overwhelmed at times. And then there was things that felt unknowable, if that makes any sense. But definitely growth family-wise, I guess, with us investing together. And then my key, I don't think I showed this in the plan with me. So this was my omen, the square key. And opening new spaces, opportunities, homes, stability. That was my initial thoughts, and that applies. We are talking about moving and about, what do you call it? The investing thing, learning more, having that passive income. Also, the new opportunities with the Etsy shop, my products and whatnot, having them connected through Facebook and Instagram more directly. I'd say this is a really sturdy lock. Storage is usually what I think, maybe a bike chain. And I just kind of have it as like it, yeah, new opportunities, opening a way between two things that were separated before, because my clarification quote is like about separation. Opening myself up to new thoughts and ideas, or just that growth and mindset happening now. This is the healing for the omen. And they're kind of similar in color, so and it's just really calming and still really pretty, even though it's dead and decolorized, like desaturated, I mean. And just nature can live on and be beautiful even though it dies, and it can still be worth something. So, and sometimes they have to let things go, let them out. That's what I got from that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my review video. How did your last lunar cycle go? What did it meet your expectations? Did you accomplish everything you set out to do? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy and staying 6 feet apart as always. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.